Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lily. I'm a college student at Bryant University. I do mainly lifestyle and college-ready content, so definitely subscribe and stick around if that's what you're into. Today I'm switching it up. I'm going into beauty guru mode and filming my most requested video ever. Every single person in real life, like a million times a day, I get this question like every single day. How do I do my hair? What do I do to get my hair to look like this? So today I'm finally filming the highly requested Dyson Airwrap tutorial. I feel like there's a lot of different bits and pieces for me to talk about. If you really only care about the products or the technique I use or anything like that, I'll put timestamps in the description. Definitely check that out, and you can look in the description to go to like timestamps of specific parts of the video that you're particularly interested in. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it and I'll show you guys how I do my Dyson blowout. So this is my hair. I blow it out like this pretty much every single time I wash it. Like I said, it's a Dyson tutorial. I use Dyson Airwrap. I have the original one, and then I just use these two barrels. I'll talk about that later when I actually do the tutorial part, but basically I just wanted to start off by talking about I guess the style of my hair. I'm not a professional. Disclaimer right here, I'm not a professional hairstylist, never claimed to be, don't really know anything about hair, but I'm sure there's specific terms for it. But I know that there's different styles of blowouts, and someone's gonna roast me in the comments and try to tell me that my hair is not blown out right now and that it's just curled or something. I don't know, but I talk about this in the later section when I actually do the hair. But you can use the different attachments, whether you're using a bigger barrel or the round brush or whatever to just flip the ends, or whatever to do different types of blowouts is I guess how I would call that. But this is just how I personally do it, and this is the tutorial that people have requested. So I'm gonna show you how I do this curly, bouncy, voluminous blowout. So for my hair, I have naturally very straight hair. The hair itself is very fine, but I have a lot of it. This is all my natural hair. Oh, this is all my hair. But they're definitely different. I have pretty thick hair. I feel like that definitely helps with making my hair look very full. I just do have a lot of hair, but there definitely are different thickening and texturizing sprays that you can use to make your hair appear fuller. And that's also part of the reason why I like the curlier blowout look, because I think that just makes my hair look more voluminous and mermaid-esque. I don't know, just what I like to do. I keep my hair fairly long. When it's straight, my hair is probably down to here, but right now it's a little bit curly because I did the curls. But yeah, it's obviously blonde. For my haircut, I do long layers with, actually no, I think I do short layers now. I used to do long layers forever, but now I do short layers with very, very, very short layers in the front, face framing pieces, and then curtain bangs, which my curtain bangs right now are meshed into the rest of my face. But you can see, I have real curtain bangs that just depending on the style of how I blow out my hair, I either flip them into the rest of my hair like this, or I make them more but this is my everyday hair. So now moving into the products I use, and the products I use in terms of hair wash, hair care, all that jazz. So I wash my hair. Like I said, I am not professional. This is just what I do and what works for me. But I wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. I am a dancer, and I, with that, am forced to put a lot of heat on my hair, and also slick my hair back a lot and stuff like that. So that does kind of mess up my cycle and schedule. So I do typically if I'm not in the middle of performances and stuff like that, I do try to wash my hair every Sunday, every Wednesday, and then occasionally I will throw in a Friday if it needs it, just depending on what circumstances are. I also have very greasy hair. I think no amount of training will ever train that, whatever, but I typically only do twice a week because it just works best for my hair. As far as what I use to wash my hair, on Sundays before I wash my hair, I use the Olaplex Zero, and number 3 together. Put the 0 in first and then you put the 3 over, and you leave it in for like at least 10 minutes. I normally will like put it in like at the beginning of the day, go about my normal like Sunday routine, put it in like a braid or something. I call that my Olaplex day. Slick it back, let that really marinate. And the whole point of this stuff, like this is a like repair and protector, and so like this really helps like when I put a lot of heat on my hair from dance and just a lot of like product, and like I'm constantly slicking it back and stuff, just helps like breakage and damage. So I do that once a week, every single Sunday. Then Sunday, when I take my shower and go to wash my hair, I will typically use a clarifying shampoo, just because I probably have like a ton of buildup of like dry shampoo and shit in my hair. And for that I use the Olaplex 4C Clarify. I use that, but if I find that I'm not needing a clarifying shampoo, I'll just use the normal, you can't really see because the lighting is crazy, I use the normal Olaplex 4. And then for my conditioner, I use a mask on Sundays, and I use the It's a 10 Miracle Clay Mask for blondes. It is like violet, if you can see that. The lighting is really weird in my room right now. It's purple, and so it like tones, improves the brightness of your highlights, enhances natural body, deep conditions, detangles, all that jazz. So I do that, and you can leave it in for 10 minutes. So I just like let that sit while I'm do my thing in the shower. I do this every Sunday. Then for when I get out of the shower, no matter what day it is, on my wet hair before I brush it out, Olaplex 9, which is the bond protector, you work this in from like ends to roots. You kind of like, you just take a pump of it and like literally like put it all through your hair in the damp hair. And then I take 6, which is the bond smoother, and this I just focus on my ends of my hair, and this just like smooths out the ends. I do that on my damp hair, and then I brush my hair with my wet brush. There's like hair flying around everywhere. Brush my hair with my wet brush. I do that regardless of the day. Then for my Wednesday wash day, I will wash my hair with Olaplex 4P purple shampoo. I'll typically mix that around with this, the normal shampoo, just because like it's very concentrated, but I give myself a purple shampoo just to like really keep my blonde bright. And then I normally will just use the normal Olaplex 5, which is the conditioner. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do for like hair care. And like I said, I use number 9 and number 6 every single time when I get out of the shower. I'll list all these products down below. I personally really like the Olaplex line. I've had really great success with them. I haven't had any issues with them, and I like the smell. I feel like I'm very sensitive to smells, and I like my products to smell a certain way. I like my products to make my hair feel clean, and I feel like Olaplex does that for me. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the products and what I do. So let's now move on to the actual blowout. Yeah, jump scare. My mirror is in front of me, so if I'm looking at a weird angle, that would be why, because I'm trying to look at myself. But basically, this is what I do if I shower late at night and I don't want to blow dry my hair. I sleep with my hair like up in a bun with a scrunchie so that it doesn't dry, and I can blow dry it in the morning. So as you can see, my hair is now like partially wet, which is perfect. So I'm just going to brush through my hair. I brushed through my hair last night before I went to bed, and like before I put my hair up. So like in terms of like tangles, should be pretty much fine. Just needs to be like smoothed with the brush. It should be good. I also, when I got out of the shower, put in Olaplex number 9 and number 6, and then I put my hair up. So yeah, since I showered last night and I slept with my hair up, like it's pretty much dry. I don't need to go in with this little guy and rough dry. But if my hair was directly wet, I would rough dry my hair, but I don't need to do that. Oh, psych. Before I would even rough dry my hair, I would put heat protectant in, so I'm gonna do that now. So for heat protectant, I'm gonna, ooh, there's hair stuck to this, that's disgusting. I'm gonna use the Kenra Platinum blow dry spray. This is just like a thermal protectant blow dry spray. And I'm just gonna focus it like on the ends of my hair into the top. I'm just gonna brush that through. Like I said, my hair is pretty much dry, so I'm not gonna go through with this little rough dry thing because that would just be pointless. So I'm gonna move on to the next step, but if your hair was more wet, like I would rough dry it with this to get it to this point. Next, I'm gonna go in with my, it's a 10 Miracle Blow Dry Volumizer. I truly think that this is the key to my blowout. I think this is what makes it hold. This is my like pre-blow dry product. Like this is what I use like in place of like a mousse or something. Basically it does 10 things because it's a 10. It adds volume, shine, humidity resistant, buildup free, hold hairstyle, UV protectant, non-flaking, touchable thickness, never crunchy, non-sticky, and stiff. But like the main thing that like I'm obsessed with that this does is the volume, the shine, the humidity resistance, and the hold. Like this stuff is amazing. So I focus it in the root. So I'll start like, I'll just spray it like directly on top of my head. And then I'll lift, go underneath. Then I will spray it through the ends of my hair, and then I'll just brush through my hair, make sure it's all evenly distributed. Then your hair is prepped. And as you can see, that kind of like brought some moisture back into my hair, which is perfect. So now I'm gonna section my hair off. I personally do my hair in 3 sections. I think that works best. My first section, I do it from like the arch of my eyebrow. This is like the top section of my hair, like in my curtain bangs, and I just have to make sure I tuck the curtain bangs up there. But I do all that, take one of these little clips, clip it down, and then I go from like behind the ears, clip up this middle section, twist it up, take like a claw clip, boom. And then I have the first section down. Split it in half, give it a good brush. And now we're ready to start the blowout. So I quickly gathered through like trial and error using my Dyson that the best way for me to achieve like the best result with it was through like utilizing different attachments. Like I also do think that different hair textures do need to utilize different attachments to like achieve a specific result. Like I think that's just the way that the product was made. But for me personally, I have very straight hair naturally. You can see like this is literally what my natural hair is. Very slick and straight, but with that, it doesn't really hold a style. So I found that even if I'm trying to just do a blowout, the smaller the barrel for like the curl, like the better. So the Dyson, I have like the original one, comes with these 2 barrels. Like you have the bigger one, you have the smaller ones. I find that I also have pretty long hair, so I find that like when I use like these ones, like this is just basically gonna give me like a flipped end because it's gonna curl it so big that like it's not really gonna hold, which sometimes I do like that look, and it's kind of more of like a relaxed like tossed blowout, which I think looks really pretty, and I do sometimes go for that look, and I think that that's like a completely different style in itself. But then this is like a tighter barrel that is more for like a tighter curl that will give you more of like, this will give you like a tighter curl that will hold better. But obviously I have very, very long hair, so I actually purchased the long barrels, which these, I don't remember the exact measurements, but this long barrel is actually smaller than the one that it came with. These are like even smaller, and I think that they only come in the super long. Like they're super long and they're small, like whatever, they're the smallest ones that they make. These are like the key to success with my blowout for my hair type. I truly think that it is what makes the Dyson hold. Yeah, however, if you only have the ones that came with the Dyson or whatever, like totally fine. Like I think it will still work, and it's like fine. Brush, I don't really think it matters which brush you use. There's this one and there's one with like the pink top. I just use this and like quickly run it through just to smooth out the hair and make sure that it's ready to be curled. So now, like I said, I prefer to use the tighter barrel because I like a curlier blowout. I think that if you like a looser curl or whatever, like use the other one, but I'm gonna use my tighter barrel. What I do personally is I section off my hair. Like for me, basically, like I split each section into like half on either side of my head, and each half is about 3 to 4 sections. So I think it's like 3, 4, 3 is pretty much what I do. So I take the first section and want to put your attachment on. As you can kind of see, you actually probably can't see because it's not going to focus. The arrows are going away from the face. That's how I do it. You can look in the mirror and like look at the way the arrows are going. You want it to like be going away from the face when you look in the mirror. But what you're gonna do, basically, you're just gonna hold the Dyson, make sure it's on the highest heat setting and the highest like power, is that what you'd call it? You're gonna hold it up to the piece of hair. You want it to be like the middle of the barrel to like the middle of the hair, and you're gonna turn it on and let the Dyson like wrap up the end of the hair. Then you're gonna release the hair like with your hand that's holding it and just guide it up to the end. Probably didn't make sense, but I'll show you. Ready? And release. Looks like that. Throw it behind my shoulder. When you run out of barrel, I just roll it up the rest. Like, so put it to the middle, turn it on, let it wrap, guide it up. When I run out, I just twist it the rest of the way, like with this hand. I hold it for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then I push up the button for the cool shot for about 5 to 8 seconds. Great. Once I have these 3 done, I hairspray them. For my hairspray, I use the It's a 10 Blow Dry Miracle Texture Spray. I think that this hairspray like holds my hair the best. Yeah, really good. And I just really good spray, throw it behind my shoulder. Now, ready for the next side, I just switch the barrel. Really quick, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it with the small one if you are unfamiliar. So this is the smaller one. I'll do this back piece. I'm gonna go over it again with something I find too, that when I use the smaller one, I have to take smaller pieces, but you do the same thing, and when you run out of barrel, you just have to twist it up the rest of the way. And it like literally does the same thing. Just obviously, like I said, this is a tighter barrel, so that's why I use it, but I can do the same thing with this. This is what bigger barrel would look like. Just like a looser curl. And then if you were to like brush them out, like as you can see, oh, they're getting stuck together. This backer one, further back one, more English, is like a tighter curl. This one is like a looser, like kind of like the end, just like a little flip. But both very pretty. There's also another method I can show you if you want to use the smaller barrels and you have longer hair. However, it is a little bit difficult, especially if you like aren't really used to using a Dyson. But if you are really good at curling your hair with a curling wand, I would say it's like kind of similar to that. Basically what you do, I'm gonna do it with this piece because I don't want to like make my hair all different. But you want the barrel to be facing the opposite way because you're gonna hold it upside down. But basically what you do is you put it upside down like this and you turn it on and you let it wrap, and you do the same thing. But then as it wraps, so basically pretend it's on, it's gonna wrap like this. You're gonna start twisting it, and the hair, you're gonna let it go up the actual base of the device. And then you're just gonna like let it do that until the end of the hair is on the barrel, and then you turn it off. I'll show you. And the reason that this one works is because it lets you get like closer to the base. Like obviously this is kind of like a little bit of a different curl, more of a wand, but just like a cool way to get more of the hair. So you can see like you get more of like a curl, whereas like this one, it kind of only does the end. I don't know, like there's different ways you can do it, but enough of that tangent. I'm gonna curl the rest of my hair with the skinny barrels. I'm gonna do the bottom of my hair, like finish the bottom, and do the middle of my hair. I do the same exact thing on the middle layer as I do with the top, just curling both sides away from my face. And then once I get to the top section of my hair, I will come back. All right, hi, I was so in the zone I forgot to come back, but I took down the top layer of my hair. This is what it looks like. Basically what I do now differently, please hold, instead of smoothing it with the paddle brush, I smooth it with the round brush. This is what we're gonna do. Oh, let me throw the poodle curls behind the shoulder. So we take this top section. This is like not the correct way to use a round brush, and I don't care. I just take it from the root and I just kind of smooth it. I just think it fluffs up the hair a little bit. Now I do the same exact thing with the barrels. I normally split the top section into about 3. Okay. So now what I do is typically I actually do my hair before my makeup. I did a little bit of makeup because I just couldn't take the pressure of being, I don't know, I just couldn't. But what I'm gonna do is basically it takes me about like 10-ish minutes to do my makeup, so that's about how long I just let my curls sit like this. So I'm gonna get dressed because I'm literally wearing a pajama set right now. So let the curls sit for 10 minutes. I obviously, as you saw, sprayed my whole head. I'm gonna let them set for 10 minutes and then I will come back and show you how I get the end result. All right, I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes. Hair update. So this is what I do. Last final step, give my hair one last spray. It's actually a lie, it's not gonna be the last spray. Okay, then I flip my hair over and I shake it out like from the root. Like I stick my hands in the root and I flip it all over. Now would be when I go through, look at any pieces that might have fallen or been tossed around a little bit too aggressively. Like sometimes the bangs get a little bit scary. Sorry, this jacket I'm wearing has a hood, so it's like doing its own thing. But then I just do one last spray. And then lastly, this is how I keep the volume. I just take some dry shampoo. This is the Moroccan Oil Light Tones. I do this even if my hair's clean because I just think it adds to the volume and the texture. Boom. Some dry texture spray. This is Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray. And I do this, okay, I'm gonna like actually get it. Ooh, and I just did in my eyeball, and I put that on the bangs. Just cause sometimes when my hair's really clean, my bangs fall. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much how I blow out my hair with my Dyson. I don't know. I feel like every single time I do it, it's trial and error and it comes out different, but I do the same thing every single time and just hope that it comes out good. So that's what I do. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see any more videos like this, if you want to see how I use the Dyson in other ways. I know I kind of shared other methods, but if you want to see me like do a full tutorial of like how I do my rollers, how I use the other barrels, like whatever, just let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.